The year 2018 was one that was swamped with quite a number of fashionable events, from former beauty queen Stella Nantumbwe's lavish birthday party to Sue Ochola's Arab Money party. Tonight on the NTV Style Project, we dig into 2018's most fashionable gatherings that made the year quite eventful.
I am super excited for tonight's topics, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show with us.
And looking chic, prim, and proper, the little Sana Sheila Gashumba.
Hi, I think 2018 was a crazy year, event-wise, club-wise. There was so much happening and people were extremely stylish. Makeup artists made a lot of money.
Trust me.
And so did like events people. And,
Yes.
yeah. And well, we're talking about the fashion at all these gatherings that stood out and made 2018 quite memorable for us, starting off with Sue Ochola's Arab Money party. Now, this Arab Money party happens annually. One thing that I've failed to, get my finger around is as to whether Arab Money basically has an Arab theme to it. Okay, here we have Brian in the company of Judith Hard, then London-based Ugandan fashion designer Ale Cool.
And Priscilla Ray.
That's Priscilla Ray. Why has she been all this long?
I think, I don't know, I think she went off for a minute, but then this year I was seeing her in a couple of people's snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she was a former model. Yeah. And she
model.
was a socialite as well.
Yeah, the name rings a bell.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
And Ale Cool, now I have mixed feelings about Ale Cool this time. Ale Cool is one person that has always had a signature when it comes to personal style. But I feel sometimes you basically just need to step out of your shell a little and venture into like new territory. This I feel is getting a little bit more, it's getting boring seeing him all dressed up, like buttoned up the whole time.
Well, I'll talk about accessories. For hair, I think Judith Hard's wig was well laid. Edges were laid. She looked flawless. Her makeup, I don't know who did her makeup. I tried to check her social media. I was actually with her that night. I didn't get to know the name of the makeup artist, but it was well done. And it's all about subtle makeup. We do not wear the whole bold red lip or blue lips or black. Gloss is taking over, and subtle makeup is really taking over. Wigs are so in. No one goes to the salon and sits and gets their hair plaited anymore.
To be honest, what I know about Arab Money is, first of all, it's all about fashion. All the people that go to Arab Money, they all have a very unique sense of style and fashion, starting from the director herself. So Ochola has a different touch of fashion to herself. So when you talk about Arab Money, there's class to it, and that's what people always portray. And what I love about the guys is the shades. Like, okay, we see you. I love that they try to command so much confidence. Like, I know it's not during the day, just to remind the viewers, this wasn't during the day, but they still have the shades. These days, shades for men, it's attitude in the night. I don't know if some don't want people to see them though, but then some it just gives them more confidence, and that's what I loved about this look.
Moving on to the hostess of the night, the lady herself, Sue Ochola. Now this basically is very chic, clean and polished, but knowing how extra she is when she wants to be, I feel like she should have basically done more. This left a lot to be desired. Yes.
Yeah, the little black dress, goes anywhere. Somehow you get away with a lot with a little black dress, and this is something that every girl should have in her closet.
Like, when in doubt,
yes, the little black dress is there to save you.
Sure.
But now that night was her night. She was hosting. Show us everything we want to see. Show us the designer shoes, the designer look, everything. So to me, something was missing. If your hair won't look right, please rub a turban or stay at home. I love the fact that her hair looks really amazing, and her jewelry, her accessories, were matching her little black dress. Girls, do not carry big bags to events. Don't do that. Those bags are for the office. Once you're going out with your girls, carry something small, something simple and elegant. Less is more.
That she has a line out there. It's Boudoir by Deroy. You actually interviewed her at some point, Sheila. Do you think her being in that position, one would expect for her to basically step out and do a little bit more with what she chose to offer to
Represent
wear
her
for the
brand or
night.
do a little bit more?
Represent the brand
No,
basically.
she
because
is always representing her brand.
Every
This
day.
lady is always in Ankara, day in, day out. Seeing her in a little black dress, I was like, okay, yes, let's forget about the Ankara for a little bit.
Like usually sometimes, you know, the way it is, it's changing. People can't be just wearing long outfits because you're a host, sequin because you want to stand out. So I would maybe go on her side, to be honest, because I know her for wearing, when she's not wearing Ankara, she's wearing real brands, nothing fake.
Moving on to Sanyu.
Yeah.
Well, she owns a decor company back in London. She's based in London by Ugandan. So to me, this look was amazing. I was like, girl, you need to do a full shoot in this suit. The bralette was so sexy. It's a night out, it's Friday. Even though you're wearing a suit, doesn't mean that you're gonna look so serious. She added something playful to her ensemble, and that is the bralette. She killed it. I loved her look.
I think her case, yeah, when she shopping, say this one's for Arab money, this is for Bola's party, this is for blankets and wine, this is for this and this and that. And that's what a lady has to do. If you love to be in showbiz and if you love to stand out and look good, you have to plan. It's not
You
like,
have to be
and it
organized.
shows, yeah.
When you opt for something that's very structured, very masculine inspired, you know, you have to balance it, and she actually achieved that with the bralette. I think it was.
Oh,
a
and Sanyu
was
watches the
cheeky
Style
and nice.
Project, so I know she'll watch this episode. Girl, you're killing it. Moving on.
To one of our favorite fashionistas that goes by the name of Asma Rain on social, and Asma Uwase maybe in person. Is that her real name? This girl is easily one of my favorites. She's one of the most fashionable girls we have here in Uganda.
Arab money, it's partying like you're in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. Now, for their high-end elite parties, the ladies will normally show up in something like this. Yeah, I love outfits that, you know, show fabric. When something is just one fabric throughout, it's a little bit boring, and it shows that the designer is a little bit lazy.
Yeah.
So to me, this look was beautiful. What I do not like is the fact that her hair is dripping. How I wish she held it maybe in a long bun, and just to show us what's going on with the top. What do you think, Sheila, about the hair?
Yeah, to be honest, I wish she had done like maybe a ponytail or a knit bob, like over to the to the jaws. But this is one of the times I've seen Asma showing her curves. She's a small girl, but she has some little curves.
Yeah.
Sometimes she tends to forget.
Slim thick?
Yeah, not really slim thick, but slim. But she has you know, her small curves. But most times she forgets. This time, the tailor was just amazing.
All right, so we all know people are actually making themed birthday parties a thing of late. We've actually gotten to see a lot of, like, you know, lavish themed birthday parties all through 2018, starting off with Stella Nantumbwe's, and now to our very own Tina Tacy's birthday party that was basically like a getaway to the Seychelles. People are not playing these days, huh?
People are not sleeping.
Yeah. So here's a birthday girl wearing Fatuma Asha. Now this look is basically okay, it's nice, and that's just about it. It's not striking, it's not memorable. You just look at it and you're like, meh.
It's just
I
right.
think even that the backdrop actually did a lot.
Yeah, I love the backdrop.
If this was not like on that backdrop, it would easily have been forgettable.
Let me
It's
understand,
okay.
was this a photo shoot or a party?
A birthday getaway, and obviously they take pictures. I have to disagree with you, Tazibon. I love this look. She didn't go wrong anywhere. The hair is laid back. We have a pretty princess crown, and then we have, you know, the top that is armless, and then the skirt, the statement skirt. High-low skirts are something that people, you know, tend to, you know, move away from and avoid, but she made it work. Now, these girls planned this getaway for her friend's birthday, and they all got on a plane, flew to Seychelles. It's like one of the most beautiful islands we have in the world. They flew out their own photographer, and they had a 2-day event, a dinner,
And who is the photographer?
and a boat cruise. I don't know who the Davil was a photographer. And
That's crazy.
yes, so I mean, you know, back these days, no time for sleeping. You either show us or you don't celebrate at all.
You know, I think that's one of the prettiest thing I've seen on Tina. I think maybe she should wear white often.
Tina Tacy, guys, Tina Tacy always has pretty outfits. I need to know where she shops, who styles her.
Probably
I
just
think
need to
Bettina
go to
should
her
have.
Instagram,
I think Bettina
because
should
I
be in the
honestly-
crew.
This is the
Why
best
is she
she has
friends with
looked,
them?
but
I'm
like on a
friends with-
daily.
I'm
Why,
actually
why,
friends
why
with
weren't you at the
She's-
party?
she's
The
never
that
Yeah,
thing?
we're not
like-
that close.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you gonna do the same for your birthday?
Oh, Sheila. Let's talk about this dress, guys.
Who did that?
You know, when I
Fatuma,
looked
right?
at this dress, it's reminiscent of Bonang's photo shoot, the one she did somewhere in Cape Town.
In
and had-
Durban, the
in
yellow one?
Durban.
Yeah.
It's reminiscent. So I think maybe that was kind of like the inspiration.
Yeah.
And she also basically like did a good job with this dress, but I feel the sunnies are not necessary there.
The sunnies?
To be
Yeah.
honest, kudos to the photographer. I love the photographer. He just brought power to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also love that, you know, they played around with color. I mean, when you're on vacation and you're on an island, you definitely have to play around with color.
And also, I loved Mwaji's dress for the dinner. It's a bit, no, wait. It's a bit taking the attention of the beady girl. But the fact that the beady girl had on a white outfit that is all extra, there's no way Mwaji was going to steal her shine.
You know, I'm actually trying to digest this look and it's just not making sense to me.
It's an island.
No,
You have to show skin.
if it were like at the beach, if there was
It's
like
sort
a
of-
thing,
It's opposite the beach.
but it's like a tent.
It's,
And
yeah, the
it's
tent is
like
opposite the beach.
she looks like she's just ready to swim. She's just gonna rip this thing off and just.
To be
dive
honest,
into
I was
the
when I
water.
say, was she from the pool? Like, you know, how can your friend dress like that and you dress the other way? I don't understand. That's why I say, anyway, let me just keep quiet.
No,
Next.
say, speak your mind.
And we're wrapping up with Nadia Matovu's Las Vegas themed shindig, dubbed "You're Not on the Guest List."
No, I just love the twist to the name of the event. So it was kind of confusing. You know, Ugandans with
Yeah.
English.
No,
They
it
kinda
kind of
get
gives
it.
that. It gives it that very exclusive like feel.
Vibe.
Like it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the host herself, hair. I love straight hair on Nadia. It looks so good on her. It just lets her pretty face, you know, stand out, and her makeup. Whoever does the makeup, okay, they need to get like,
I think that's Mona, right?
yeah, she slays her face. Guys, I will keep saying this. We do not wear lipstick anymore. At least wear lipstick when, okay, like maybe you need to do a theme photo shoot. But
What do you wear?
in 2018, it's all about glossy lips.
Bettina is such
you know,
a joker.
coming
Well,
You
you
just
know,
said
glossy
you
lips
don't
are
wear
quite
lipstick.
tricky. Not every girl.
Yeah,
can
not
pull off glossy
everyone, not
lips.
every lips, like, you know, can accommodate, you know.
No, but no, for my fashion tip in regards to makeup, try to stay away from, you know, hard colors as much as you
Yeah,
can.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's
Like-
not dope anymore. This look was a subtle color. Now, to look elegant, you don't need to wear a shouting color like, oh hey, see me from the other side. Subtle colors will give you that elegance that you need.
She looked amazing that night. I particularly love this dress for the fact that you get to see like texture. You know, you get to see the appliques on the side, and then there's a little bit of like lace going on. It's a brief dress, but it gives you like a lot to, you know, look at and a lot to think about. It's definitely memorable.
I love that
Kudos
it's shot
Shamtaira.
in the right way.
Yes.
You know, mini dresses were so off in 2017, like, they were just not classy. But 2018 has showed us that you can wear a mini dress and look classy.
To be honest, I liked Shamtara's post. She said she literally stitched all that stuff on the dress.
Hand-stitched.
Hand-stitched,
Nice.
you know, which is something quite interesting. I don't know how long it took her to do it, but I also love that the hair is well laid. Most people in Uganda now wear, I don't know why people are wearing bad wigs, like the wigs are heavy, the bundles are too much, you know. A wig is not supposed to be like that. You don't have to you don't have to feel 3 bundles on a wig. You know, it has to look like your real hair. Like when you see that, that's less is more.
Lucy, she goes by Lucy Smiles on Instagram.
Now, this color is a cool color, and that would actually look better on a darker skin. So these are things to actually take in mind when you're opting or choosing colors. And for girls that can actually afford professionals like us or designers that know these things,
Yeah.
I think she should entirely have stayed away from that color. But
Okay,
with
what
that,
color do you think she should have gone for between a gold or a red?
I think basically a red would do her more justice.
Yeah, red should
than
be
that
her color.
mint. Yeah,
I
the
think red
mint
should be
is
her
the
color.
mint.
The outfit is okay, you know, it's not so mind-blowing, it's not something I would turn to look at, but she's a very pretty girl. She can go away with anything, and she has a very beautiful body, like not too thick, not too small.
But
actually,
talking a bit about basically the backdrop, you know, this is a departure from the backdrops we know of just the wall.
My
Practically like things on it,
here are the style
like
projects.
flowers and whatnot.
I
think this was clever because you get to see props here and props there. It actually gives you the full Vegas experience.
I'm waiting for an event that will have a shoe comp and an accessories booth. These ladies' shoes, starting from Tifa's shoes, I think that those are Ego Official. It should be Ego Official or Public Design, I'm not so sure. Or Fashionable, I'm not so sure about the brand, but I love the shoes.
In a nutshell, what events stood out for you in 2018?
I would say all events stood out.
Yeah.
My God, Bola's party was on a Tuesday, and it was packed. I'm like,
I know, right?
not there.
I know,
and
right?
Then, Arab money. I loved in that order. That was amazing. I can't wait to see what Bola's party has to offer in 2019. Are we getting a media party, summer party?
Generally, I appreciate the trend that Ugandans are taking. We're actually not playing anymore. And like you said earlier, we have people flying in from the diaspora to actually just come and attend parties here.
Yeah.
That means, hey, something is actually being done right.
I think we should credit ourselves as well, Ugandans. We're doing good. Like even Tina Tacy carrying the fashion from Uganda to Seychelles. I'm sure the guys, they were like, okay, where are these girls from?
Where are you from?
Yeah, so kudos. Hi, what's up? It's your girl Sheila Gashumba, and you're watching Star Project, and of course our fabulous new amazing segment that you guys are definitely loving, the trend segment. And there's something people have been doing over the years, but it's quite popular in Uganda now, and it's becoming more trendy by the day. It's called the microblading.
Hi everybody, my name is Shari, and I am the owner of this cute boutique, Shari Richie. Today we're going to be doing Sheila Gashumba's eyebrow, and that will be called microblading. Now, what is microblading? Microblading is a semi-permanent procedure that is basically me using pigment and small needles to draw hair-like strokes in the brow area. A lot of people have a lot of questions. What is microblading? Is it safe? Can I do it? Is it for everyone? Today you're going to find out, so stay tuned. Okay, so guys, the first step in microblading is making sure you understand your client's face, right? Everyone has a different face shape, face structure, bone structure, eye shape, head shape, everything. You cannot come in for microblading expecting to get someone else's eyebrows because it won't fit. Now we're going to basically map out Sheila's brows. We've already done the protection part where basically if you get the shape right, well, not basically, if you get the shape right, you'll get everything right. This is just not a stencil, but kind of like a ruler measuring tool where we make sure everything is in line, right? Because when you're drawing your eyebrows, one rule, always start in the corner, line of your nose, and your eyebrows end the corners of your eyes, right? So that's the first easy trick. So ladies, if you're drawing your brows, always remember the beginning of your brows are here, and the end of your brows, or the tail of your brows, I'm sorry, is always at the corners of your eyes. So here and here, right? Your brow shouldn't be stopping right here. That won't look cute. All right, so now we're gonna be drawing. You have to pay close attention to the drawing, as any slight movement, anything off, measurement is off. That means once you start the microblading, it's going to be very off. You're going to have like ill-shaped eyebrows, and nobody wants that. So this is just a rough drawing, basically. I'm going to be going over this probably several more times, because once I start the other side, I'm going to be comparing, erasing, going back over. That's just a rough drawing. Now I'm continuing mapping her eyebrows. So I kind of did a rough sketch of one brow. Now I'm going to make sure that the other brow that I'm drawing is exactly the same size, length, everything, so that she looks complete and not look crazy when you see her in person. So we're lining up everything, measuring like it's very, very detailed, guys. You cannot mess this part up. Once the numbing cream is applied, we wait 20-25 minutes, then we start the procedure. We don't start until the numbing cream is well and ready in her skin. And once we start the procedure, we do numbing gel throughout the entire procedure. By the time the numbing gel gets to your brows, after we've done the first set of strokes, you don't feel anything, I promise you. Sometimes when we start the procedure, there will be like certain areas that are more sensitive than other areas. So maybe you'll feel comfortable with the beginning of your brow, and then maybe some area in the middle feels a little sensitive. Now I'm going to be setting up my tools. This is the needle that I'll be using. You see how small it is? Very tiny. This small bottle of pigment, you see how small it is? Like, you see how small it is? It's $65. Right? There is a whole procedure that goes with microblading, guys, and this is just one of the things that I need, and I use several items. You understand? So for you guys who are saying it's expensive, do your research. For the second appointment, when you come for your touch-ups, basically we fill in any gaps that are there. After the 10-day healing period, then you can go back into the brow and put makeup in just to fill in any gaps until your second and last appointment. Is the final look on Sheila's face. She finally has eyebrows thanks to microblading. Again, microblading is a safe procedure. Be sure to call us, send us messages, and we'll be glad to answer all your questions. We don't just accept your money. We make sure you know all the details on the procedure that you're getting.
Tonight's show was shot on location at Abra's collection at Garden City. Always remember to check them out for the latest in men and now kids wear.
If you love my outfit, make sure you check out Hot Miami Styles on Instagram, and of course my makeup by the amazing Liz. Follow her on Instagram, Glam by Liz256.
And it's been your girl Sheila Gashumba. I can't wait to bump into you and of course our favorite fashionistas at all the events in 2019. Make sure you bring your A game because we'll be watching.
From the crew and I,
good night.
so good night, take care and be blessed.